Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Suck It, Josh. Um,
Hey, you got a haircut, Greg.
I did.
It looked good.
It's basically so when the game comes around, I have less to shampoo. Um,
I ain't cutting my hair anytime soon, so
no,
I got to deal with it.
that is going to be like a $3,000 goal to get you to cut your hair.
Oh yeah, I need money for that.
Yeah, that will be donate to the Maddie Getting a Haircut Fund.
There you go.
But what a crazy freaking week 2 that we had.
My team fucking sucks, and it's not even on a matter of us sucking. We just don't have good luck.
I feel so bad for you guys because it's like it's one of the worst ways to lose when you have the opportunity to tie the game on a miraculous Hail Mary.
It was 21-3 at a point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make it any better when you give up.
Without a doubt, that was one of the roughest Broncos games I've had to watch, and I watched the entirety of the last season. And that was the roughest season of my life.
Yeah. And Josh, you know that's in jest. Come on, let's not be. Fantasy football has been rough for me as well. Like my running back core in the one league is completely depleted. Like wow. I nobody. I couldn't even get.
Did you have Chubb or?
I did not have Chubb, but I couldn't even get his backup off the waiver wire. Like it's like why is my waiver priority not higher? Like I'm winless. Like I need players.
I need these players, damn it.
I don't know. We'll talk about the rest of it. Big G, how did you feel about Monday night?
Oh my God. I talked about it yesterday on a sports bar with them too for a little bit. I jumped in. But I don't think I've ever heard the loudest fire Matt Canada chants in a football game.
Y'all had that going through the entirety of halftime, I heard. Like that those chants rung out the entire 15 minutes in between halves.
It was so bad that like it is hurting Kenny Pickett. It is hurting Kenny Pickett. It's making him like a complete joke.
It's hurting the entire team.
Yes.
Because your guys' defense can't score all your points.
The defense scored 14 points while the offense only scored 12 points. Tell me how that is. How is that possible? I mean, if it wasn't for TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith, who is the best, the two best defensive players in the NFL, I think, right now.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that interception and the sacks and the forced fumble, that no way we would have won.
No,
because we keep on going we keep on going on 3 and out, and yeah, you know, Kenny Pickett makes these big plays when they need them, but there's no consistency, there's no rhythm. There's no fucking way we have a run game because Matt Canada wants to keep on doing a fucking jet sweep, and you know, poor Najee Harris is like running backwards instead of forward, trying to like run for his life, and because the offensive line isn't really helping out right now.
I do want to bring this up because this was another big part of the Steelers-Browns game.
Yeah.
Very much send all our love and prayers out to Nick Chubb.
Dude, that
one of the most disgusting injuries I think I've ever seen in football.
And I don't think Minkah did it on purpose.
No, there was no dude. I broke it down to someone because I played defensive back for all the time I played football. He did exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. And Chubb was just going forward. That it was a freak accident.
Yeah.
There was honestly probably nothing to stop that from happening at that point in time. And someone also brought up to me, did the turf possibly have an issue with that? I mean, Chubb's foot wouldn't have stuck into the ground like that had that not been turf.
Yeah. The NFL needs to have a serious discussion about the playing conditions and the playing surfaces that these players are playing on. Like, I understand turf might be easier for, like, as far as like the people taking care of the field or whatever. But if your players are getting injured in manners like this, and manners like Aaron Rodgers did last Monday night, you can't keep going like that, because
Also,
you're going to
kill Monday Night Football as a whole, because this season is not going well.
Well,
It's like 2 weeks in, and we got Aaron Rodgers. I think I was looking, like, I was going through TikTok, and one of the videos, like, all the injured players that got hurt already this season.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
It's
what
crazy. And Joe Burrow, I know this is in your guys' division. Joe Burrow does not look like Joe Burrow. I think they're trotting him out there still very much hurt.
yeah, there's a possibility he might not even play this.
So it looks like on Sunday when he was playing against the Ravens, from what I read, like, after the game, he had re-aggravated his calf injury.
Dude, I think it was still messing with him even week 1 against the Browns. Like, Burrow does not look like Burrow. Give him a couple weeks off, and we'll see if he comes back strong.
Yeah,
It's one of those things where, like, I do feel a little bit for the fans in Cincinnati who are finally seeing, like, an actual team in front of them, and now their quarterback isn't healthy. But then again, you know, as a rival, it's like you got to suck it up, because that's just part of the game.
yeah.
It's one of those things where you can only feel bad for so long, and it's like, guys,
Josh, did that happen just now? Because
I saw that Cam Akers went to the Vikings shortly before we went on the air.
Okay, so that did just drop.
Yeah.
So Cam Akers is going from the Rams to the Minnesota Vikings.
Just for 2 draft picks.
Wow.
In 3 years? The Rams thought very low of Cam Akers.
Apparently.
But what did you think of the game, Greg? I know we have, like, a kind of connection when it comes to Steelers football.
Yeah. I felt kind of gross about the win. Somebody join us?
Hello?
Hello?
There's Jeff.
That's the boss man.
I was about to say, it's like, is Jeff just not going to show up when it's
Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. You hear me now. Sorry, I got the blood glasses on. Can't see.
We were talking about football.
How's everybody doing today?
Not too bad.
Doing good.
We're talking about football, and we wanted your opinion since your Cowboys undefeated.
Well, I mean, it is week 2. So undefeated is a relative term, to be fair.
I
They're
mean,
looking good,
they
though.
are
Dak
doing
is
well, and
looking
that's-
good.
Better than some. So I sure got to pop in real quick. I know you guys are going to be on, and I know that unfortunately we're going to overlap with our I promised I would, from literally the edge of the galaxy. So here I am. So
Oh, the Sith Master.
what's that?
I said the Sith Master.
Yes, and this is literally the freaking thing you build yourself and pay ridiculous amounts of money for. But you know what? It's worth it because it's awesome. So
You know what? I did the same thing for my honeymoon.
How much do
There you
those
go, brother.
cost? Because I want one.
It was
see,
over about 300.
That's not terrible.
yeah, mine came to 230 because it was a custom, and I didn't like take any like legacy people.
Yeah,
I
230.
literally built my
that
own.
sounds about right.
Yeah, I literally built my own one, and I figure, you know what? It's my anniversary with the company this weekend. Screw it. I'm treating myself.
Okay, if that's all it costs to get myself my lightsaber that I've been wanting my whole life, then let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of making the reservation and avoiding the first order when you go get it made. That way you don't get caught and detained or whatever, and then you're good to go.
I have to thank my wife and love her to death because she is the one who planned out the whole entire Disney trip. And she planned out the whole Star Wars thing and got me my own custom lightsaber, which is sitting in the back of my light closet, nice and safe, and it's nice little bag that it came in. So
well, there you go. Well, like I said, it's loud. It's a living, breathing outpost here on Planet Batu, the edge of the galaxy. So I'm not gonna be able to hear a damn thing, and my earbuds are actually on the other side of the galaxy, on where I usually dwell in 1920s. So I'll have to go get that during the Dynamite coverage. But have a great show. Again, Cowboys are undefeated. Life is good in the NFL. College ball is going well, too, for some of us, and some of us not so much. Yes. Yeah.
See you.
The Irish
Let's
are
go,
the
baby.
fighting, and I'm here for it, for you, brother, because Lord knows Steelers are what they are and what they're going to be with Knucklehead at the helm. But they're 1-1, so there you go. I mean, there is that. So
That's true.
have a wonderful rest of the show, guys. I will check back in. If you're watching the Jeff Beecham Network, actually, both channels are going to cover Dynamite. So we'll talk more after, because I'll be on my way home at that point. So for now, what's the hell thing back here? Right Sons. Catch y'all later.
Stay safe.
See you, Jeff.
May the force be with you.
So yeah, like the NFL is going pretty well. I do want to bring up some
The early Sunday games, both weeks, quarterback play has been dog shit. Because the Chiefs and Jaguars sucked too.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. My coverage was the Ravens and the Bengals, which is actually a very entertaining game.
It was a very good game.
It was a very good game.
Yeah.
The Bills finally woke up and pounded the Raiders into potatoes.
Yeah, we have the
that
Raiders
made me-
tonight.
That made me very happy to watch.
How about the Falcons beating the Packers?
Yeah.
So they tried to make Aaron Rodgers out of Jordan Love in that last 2 minutes. They really expected him to just go out there and hit a Hail Mary because that's what Rodgers did for decades.
Also, how about the Seahawks fucking up my parlay with the Lions? Because I had the Lions winning that game. That was the only game in my parlay that I lost.
Ray traded a Cooper for a Cooper.
Yeah. 49ers beat the Rams only by 7. So
The Rams are looking like a Super Bowl team. I mean, you could tell by last week when they beat the holy hell out of us.
So with the Rams, I think it's crazy because Cooper Kupp went out, which is why a lot of people have been trading him away. But the main guy that has been the talking point of the NFL is Puka. He broke an NFL record in 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
That kid has been incredibly impressive, taking over the role as wide receiver 1 for the Rams.
The Giants with the biggest comeback in franchise history over the Cardinals.
Yeah.
God, that game was a game.
What the heck, Matty?
About a lot of games.
Josh Dobbs looked like prime Carson Palmer out there, and I could not be happier about that.
The Jets looking like the Jets against the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, Zach Wilson.
Let's go, MILF Hunter.
Zach Wilson is no Aaron Rodgers, and that's proof positive. How they beat the Bills in Week 1 it's a mystery, like evolution.
Evolution is a mystery.
Here you go. The Dolphins beating the Patriots, leading to the Patriots' first 0-2 start in 22 years.
And let me just point out, Belichick can't win in Miami. It's just impossible for him.
That was at home.
Oh, that was at home?
That was in
I
Foxborough.
could have swore it was the other way around, but no, Miami seems to be Belichick's kryptonite regardless.
Which is funny because, for years, the Dolphins were the bottom feeders of the AFC East, and now
Fitzpatrick holds so much over Bill Belichick. It's not even funny.
Hey, now Tua is actually playing to the way a lot of people thought he would. When he came in from, he didn't have a great start in the NFL, but he's growing into the quarterback that.
Protect your head, Tua. Protect your head.
Oh God, yes.
That too. We don't need to see anything like.
Anthony Richardson went out week 2 with a concussion
already,
and he got 2 rushing touchdowns that game.
Yeah, and the Colts did end up being the Texans though, so that's a big help for.
Gardner Minshew was very, very good taking over for Richardson.
The Eagles and the Vikings having a good game against each other. Eagles pulling that one out.
Yeah.
And how about the Titans beating the Chargers? What is going on with the Los Angeles Chargers that they are not making mistakes on offense?
Got a couple stats for that one. Justin Herbert threw for over 300 yards with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. They sacked Ryan Tannehill 5 times. They still lost after leading very, very early in the game.
They lost in overtime. It's sometimes everything can go your way and you lose, and sometimes you have an offensive coordinator like Matt Canada and you win despite yourself. So
I mean, at least Denver's loss this week was the former of that one, because we did really well and we just gave up.
And then you almost came back and won. Like I watched your clip from Raw Ball the other day,
dude. It was
I had to see action.
It was a pass interference that didn't get called. We should have had one more play.
I'm sure you're upset that pass interference isn't reviewable anymore. But in my opinion, the penalty being reviewable it's kind of a crock.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got him. I feel like they got him worse after that.
Oh, yeah. Sean.
Is that didn't need it, not calling it on the ones that did, and like upholding whatever. It was a disaster reviewing penalties. It really was.
Yes. By the way, Sean, Logan Thomas did get that concussion. Kareem Jackson with vitriol in that strike gave Logan Thomas a concussion.
Yeah.
And Ray also says it's going to be sad if Dallas loses to Arizona. Bro, if Josh Dobbs played like he did this week, they might beat Dallas.
Yeah. So this coming week, the Steelers have the Raiders in Las Vegas. So that's
Please
probably
beat them,
because we could just never beat the Raiders like in their stadium. I don't know what it is.
True.
And it's like no matter how good the Steelers were or how bad the Raiders were, the Raiders could always beat the Steelers in their house.
Just wear your guys' black uniforms when you go over there and flip out Garoppolo.
They'll probably do that.
Oh, the color rush jerseys, yeah.
Let's see. You guys got the Dolphins, so have fun with that.
Oh, I'm ready for Tua Tagovailoa to throw for at least 400 fucking yards on us.
And I feel like the Browns, since Josh is in the chat, are going to they're going to win on Sunday because they're playing the Titans. I just have that feeling.
As long as Derrick Henry doesn't do Derrick Henry things, the Browns should be fine. And by that, I mean Derrick Henry run the opposite direction that Myles Garrett is lined up
on. Sean, I'll just say this. It doesn't matter if the Raiders suck. It does not matter.
No.
For whatever reason, the Steelers cannot beat the Raiders. Big Ben just couldn't do it, and I don't understand why. I don't get it.
No.
By the way, donations right there if you want it.
Shit! You guys did sign Kareem Hunt.
Oh, the Browns did.
Yeah, the Browns signed Kareem Hunt 1 year, $4 million, which is a lot of money for someone that they released last year.
Hold on. Let me get back into Sleeper so I can pick them up on that. I need running back help in the worst way. Somebody, for the love of God, feed Kareem Hunt before somebody else grabs him. If Jared Bailey grabbed him, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh, also, really weird story. So I guess the Bears defensive coordinator resigned this morning after there being reports of his house getting raided this Sunday and last week. There's a lot of weird shit going on in Chicago, and it's not even centered around Justin Fields.
So they resigned, you said?
So Bears defensive coordinator Alan Williams resigned this morning, but other reports that I saw throughout the day was Like his house got raided by police earlier this week. And yeah, it's a really weird, interesting story if you guys wanted to hop into it.
Oh my god.
What's that, G?
So I was just like going through Twitter or X. Your 2023 Matt Canada offense 3-week 2. 4.9 average plays per drive, 32nd place. 21.4 average yards per drive, 32nd place. 1 minute and 59 seconds average drive length, 32nd. 8.7% of drives ending in touchdowns, 32%. 17.9% of drives ending in points, 32%. We are
Wow.
dead last.
In every offensive category, damn near.
Yeah.
Why is that not a hint?
I mean, you guys were around there last season too. Like, it goes to the person calling the offensive plays. It's all on Matt Canada.
And I don't understand why the Rooney family and Mike Tomlin and the GM get their heads out of each other's asses and say, okay, we know the problem. I would rather have fucking Todd Haley come back.
I would too.
I would rather have Todd Haley come back.
I feel like Todd Haley would be a better offensive coordinator than Matt Canada is by leagues.
He's already gone.
It's just mind-boggling. Like, I was reading something earlier too, but with Kenny Pickett saying about, you know, we'll get better, you know, or everybody's expecting like 40-point games with us. No, dude, we're not expecting 40 points from you guys. We're expecting touchdowns.
We're expecting literally anything at this point.
I would rather have Big Ben be the offensive coordinator. The man literally called all of his plays in the past couple years because he did not like what Todd Haley or Matt Canada was throwing at him.
Oh, dude, it was just like
we
Brady
won those
the
games we won. It was because of Ben Roethlisberger. Let's be real. Let's be real. And I like Mike Tomlin. You know, he was a defensive coordinator before he became head coach. And Greg will attest to this. The last time we won a Super Bowl, that wasn't Tomlin's team. That was Cowher's team. Tomlin just was lucky. And we haven't won a Super Bowl since.
We haven't even been to a Super Bowl since.
We haven't been to a Super Bowl since.
I am a big Bill Cowher guy, by the way. Fucking loved that man.
I fucked 45 out of my mind. That's my bad.
And the years we did make the playoffs, it was by sheer luck, and we had help from other teams. And you can't always rely on other teams to help you out to make to the playoffs.
Well, shit, your guys' main issue over the last few years has been playing down to your competition.
Yeah.
That's always been the case.
Yeah. If you look at the 2008 Steelers compared to now, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, defensive, we've always been a defensive team. And offensively, you know, we've always been up there too, but
you guys have always been rather explosive on offense.
But like the past 10 years, offensively, we sucked. I want to say, even with Big Ben being on there, we sucked. Just because of the offensive coordinators we've had.
I know a thing or two about bad offenses.
Yes, it's absurd.
Both of our teams are literally the definition of defense winning championships.
Yep. I was putting in my eyes, like, if the Steelers somehow made and won the Super Bowl, it would be because of the defense.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you guys make and win a Super Bowl, TJ Watt is your MVP. Like, it's going to be because he threw out like 8 sacks in a game or some shit.
Yeah, it's either TJ Watt or Alex Highsmith. It's one of the two.
Well, and congrats to TJ Watt. He broke James Harrison's record of a franchise sacks, 81.5 sacks.
Damn.
And he's only in his 7th year in the league.
Joey Porter Jr. is doing really good for y'all too, right?
He did
Yeah,
okay on Monday night.
He got away with a pass interference that won the game.
Big, yeah. Yep.
Well,
There's a lot of this week was a very, very strong showing of ref ball. There was so much yellow laundry going out during like the Lions and Seahawks game. It wasn't even funny.
Deshaun Watson should have gotten tossed from the game. Like he bumped into a referee.
Oh yeah, he put his hands on a ref. Regardless if you shoved him out the way or not, you put your hands on an official.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, inappropriate touching is his bread and butter, but you know it's kind of ridiculous.
Unnecessary hands.
Unnecessary. We're not going there. So yeah, that's football. Also, Notre Dame plays Ohio State this weekend.
Ooh, that's a big game, right?
That's a big game. Yeah, 2 top 10 teams meeting.
CU's got Oregon and Eugene.
Yeah, that should be fun.
And then after that, we got USC.
See, I'm mixed on you guys USC because it's like, man, I want the Irish to be the first team to beat them, but I hate USC, so do what you got to do.
I don't think we're beating Caleb Williams. I'm gonna go and say that full front. We ain't not beating USC.
Yeah, this is one of the times where I don't want to talk to Jesse because like the Steelers already beat the Browns, and if Notre Dame beats Ohio State, like she might block me on Twitter.
That would, dude. I would need you to post that. Like if she does block you on Twitter for that,
we would.
Oh,
she would.
I know she wouldn't. But how funny would it be if she's watching right now and just for the shits and grins hits you with that block and you just post that on Twitter?
Because here's the thing, like I'm not going to talk trash to her over Ohio State because like
Ohio State's usually really fucking good.
Ohio State's record over Notre Dame is pretty significant. I think, if I remember this correctly, I think the Irish have only ever beaten Ohio State once or twice.
Oh shit! Hey, Tornado Tony in the chat.
What's up, Tornado? And I kind of want to look it up because it's
Bama is ranked 15. Is CU ranked above Bama currently?
Let me pull up the college rankings while I'm looking that up. AP top 25. It's possible because Alabama sucks this year, and I love it. And I feel like part of that is the fact that Tommy Rees is the offensive coordinator. And it's hysterical watching guys who are at Notre Dame leave Notre Dame thinking that they're going to have it better, and yet
greener pastures.
Yeah, it's one of the. So Notre Dame has not beaten Ohio State since 1936.
Holy shit!
Christ Almighty!
And the closest Notre Dame's come to beating them was
last year. Huh?
You guys got this.
Yeah.
This year's the year. This year's the
now,
year.
mind you, last year was a Tyler Buckner-led offense with Tommy Rees as offensive coordinator. Both of them are gone. Both of them are in Alabama, and both of them are probably on the hook because they put in an absolutely abysmal performance this past Saturday.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bama look this bad in a minute.
Dude, they need it. Like, I am sick of Alabama living in the top 5. I am sick to death. So seeing the SEC be so damn mid is bringing me more joy than it really should.
Bro, the Pac-12 is looking really good for no reason.
Colorado is 19th, so they are not
yet.
If Alabama falls to Ole Miss, which is Ole Miss ranked? Because I know They're 15th. Okay. So if Ole Miss beats Alabama, that will probably drop Alabama into maybe low teens, early 20s. And you guys got Oregon, who's 10th. So this is a big weekend for college football already.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun this weekend because I feel like there's upset. And I'm hoping the Irish are one of them because Notre Dame's ninth, Ohio State.
I hope the Irish get this big W too.
Dude, I want them to win a national title so bad. Like I
would not be opposed to them winning a natty.
Let me ask you this, Greg. I'm not big into college. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say Notre Dame has never scored 40+ points in 5 straight games until their last 5 games. It's never happened in the history of that school.
So it's a possibility.
This is I'm kind of, as a Notre Dame fan, I am so hesitant to want to believe that the offense is this damn good. Like I want to believe it so bad. But I'm so tentative because I've seen the teams under Brian Kelly. I've seen the teams under Bob Davie and Charlie Weiss. Like I've seen all that, and Ty Willingham too. I feel like this is different. This feels good. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think CU's gone 2-0 in forever. So,
what were you gonna say, G?
So let me ask you both a question. I know, Maddie, you're not Steelers or Irish fan, but who do you see winning a title first, the Steelers or Notre Dame?
Honest to God, I hope it's Notre Dame.
Honest to God, I think it'd be the Steelers because I think Tomlin will get a Super Bowl before he retires as head coach.
He needs an offensive coordinator first.
In my head, I was thinking Notre Dame.
Listen. I mean, the Irish have the opportunity first. Like if they both win a title this year, football heart happy. But Notre Dame plays, or the national championship game is before the Super Bowl. So, time-wise speaking, Notre Dame has the chance to do it first. But they got to run the table. They got to beat Ohio State. They got to beat you. They got to beat Clemson. They got to beat Duke. Like their schedule is not easy.
No, Notre Dame has a really difficult schedule this season.
And they always
is that because they're independent?
Probably. They're able to schedule. I mean, USC is a play every year. They've been scheduling more ACC teams, so Clemson is typically in the mix, as is Duke. Ohio State, I think, was just last year and this year. And I feel like there's an Alabama series coming up in the next couple of years. Like a home and home type thing. But yeah, that Notre Dame schedule is typically pretty tough.
I think the Steelers, the next 2 games for us, I think I want to say should be easy. We got the Raiders, and then I think the week after we got the Texans.
Yeah.
If the Texans beat us, there's seriously something wrong with the Steelers.
I don't think the Cowboys is winning a Super Bowl anytime soon.
Yeah, we can point to the problem. We know what it is. Ray says that the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. Again, it's week 2. You never know.
If Dallas wins a Super Bowl, that will be the most insufferable fan base in all of sports. Not just football, just in sports. More insufferable than most Yankees or Red Sox fans. More insufferable than Lakers fans.
I may give Jeff the show on Wednesday so he can gloat.
The Jeff Meacham show for 1 week.
Pretty much. If we think that Edge, Adam Copeland, is showing up in the Grand Slam, everybody's thinking he's going to be the surprise. Last I heard, he was still on WWE's internal roster. Like they took him off, but they put
him back on. I thought
It's not going to be him. If anything,
I
it's
think it's Mercedes,
it's going to be a certain CEO, if you know what I mean.
but it's Grand Slam. They could totally go without any surprises and just make this a banger after banger after banger show.
They absolutely could.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't have the wheel pulled up because we haven't got any donation yet. But we are going to do
some weird state laws.
Got to do some weird state laws. Let me put the graph.
Attaboy.
I don't think I've put it up since the first time we brought it back. Where's the graphic? There we go. Damn it, Jeff, you put so much stuff in here. There it is. Weird state law. So here we go. What state are we going to get today?
I'm very interested. Let's go New Hampshire.
We're not going New Hampshire. We're going to the great state of Utah.
Oh, sister state. A lot of Mormons.
I can only imagine weird laws they have.
Dude, I guarantee you something's going to be along the lines of only having missionary in one town, like we saw the last week.
Probably. I mean, that's so if you want any actual wheel spins, donate to that link.
Yeah, donate to the link. Give us $10. Give us all the human monies.
And still, as you can see, it's chaos back here, so that means we're still playing. But in Utah, it is illegal not to drink milk.
It's not illegal.
So Kurt Angle probably has residence in the state of Utah.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's fine. How can you force somebody to drink? Like, what if you're intolerant?
Yeah, I was imagining some lactose intolerant kids in school and them going, "Hey, we'll just throw your ass in jail if you don't drink the milk." You can have it the easy way or the hard way.
I mean, that just throw them in like their own little detention thing. It's like, well, that's a lot of gas you have because you have to drink the milk.
That's funny.
Also in Utah, birds have the right of way on all highways.
I could have understand if you told me that, let geese walk along the crosswalks or, but they have the right of way on the stop traffic. Everybody stop traffic. Let these fucking birds go across. That one, who's enforcing that?
Where years were these laws made?
And it's not like you can exactly get like a confession or anything from the birds. You can't ask them, hey, did they try and hit you with their car?
Bro, no, they bring a group of pigeons in. And they have you lined up in a group of like 5 other people, and they're just like, which one is it?
I mean, it was bird could talk, but
Oh, I just want to know how that became a law. Like someone hit a bird on the way to work, was late because their windshield got cracked, and then they came in and they're like, birds need to have the right of way on highways, damn it.
Yeah. That one I'm saving for last.
Oh, Lord.
It is considered an offense to hunt whales. First of all, whaling is illegal anyway, but
in the state of Utah,
are you going to find a whale?
Guys, Utah is a sister state of mine. I am nowhere near the ocean. Where the hell are they getting? Is people going to like aqua life, aquariums everywhere and just throwing harpoons at whales in their enclosures?
I doubt they're in the Great Salt Lake.
There's a massive orca in there. Whales in Utah.
I love the vagueness of this one. It is illegal to cause a catastrophe.
Greg, I don't think you've ever explained something better. The vagueness of that is deafening.
That is incredibly up to interpretation.
So I cannot be a full-blown supervillain just in the state of Utah.
I guess.
Damn it, I can't cause no earthquakes in the state of Utah.
In Logan, Utah, women may not swear.
I'll look up the population of Logan, Utah real quick for y'all. You continue, Greg.
It might be a dude only.
Male only city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like women like transitioning to men so they can swear.
Guys, there are 54,000 people in that fucking town as of 2021.
And they're all dudes.
They're all one guy named Logan.
Man, Logan Paul, and that's
Oh, Lord.
in Salt Lake County is what it said, not Salt Lake City. Salt Lake County, Utah. No one may walk down the street carrying a paper bag containing a violin.
Who's gonna?
Reread that, because my brain hurts. Does the violin have to be in the paper bag, or can you not be carrying a paper bag and a violin in each hand?
No, the violin has to be in the paper bag, which, for the record, if you're going to carry it in any kind of bag, a paper bag is the worst one because they're so terrible.
Carry it in a fucking case? They make cases for those guys.
They do make, like, even if you carry it in a plastic bag, which again is not wise, like, why a paper bags, like, you lift them and they rip all the time.
Dude, violins are delicate pieces of equipment.
Yeah. Like, you rip them, you bounce the violin off the ground. Like, why would you do that? That's just dumb. Like, I'm more mad about the practicality of this than the actual law. Like, it's just bad. Why would you do that?
Mind-boggling.
Who hurt you?
Is that one okay? But the last one I was going to do actually has one that kind of goes with it, so I'm saving that one for the end.
Okay.
In Kaysville, Utah, you must have ID to enter a convenience store after dark.
Okay, so that is the most broad term. So, like, as soon as the sun goes down, you best have your ID, or
You can't
Is
get
there a
or is there,
crime?
like, because I know during the winter the sun goes down at like 5.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, you best get your shopping done before you go to work.
I can only imagine just like a convenience store in Utah having a bouncer outside of it. It seems weird.
Card.
Do you have your ID? No. Well, you can't come shopping.
Get the
Sorry.
fuck out of here.
I want some Skittles. You know the rules. Oh,
Tap sign.
you'll get your Skittles somewhere else, scab.
As you walk away, you just hear him mutter, "Fucking tweakers."
In Provo, Utah, throwing snowballs will result in a $50 fine.
What?
as a sister state, we get a lot of snow. What are you supposed to do? Just stay inside?
Somebody load like a brick in one of these snowballs? Like, what? How harmless? Or how much of a wuss are you to be like, not a snowball,
Dude, I guarantee, I can guarantee that, like, lawmakers made a really shit law, and people just like lined up to throw snowballs at him because it's not technically assault, so they made it a fine.
Or somebody must have got hit with like a piss snowball.
I don't know.
Someone got hurt, and it was bad.
All right, these last two kind of go hand in hand, but they're both so absurd I have to read both of them at the same time. So here we go. In the entire state of Utah, no one may have sex in the back of an ambulance if it is responding to an emergency.
I'm trying to hold myself together for what part 2 is.
So part 2 is in the city of Tremonton, Utah, whatever. It is illegal to have sex in a moving ambulance, and if you are caught, the guy is let go and the woman is punished and has her name.
That is the most brain dead laws I have ever heard.
I have never heard of legalized slut shaming until right now.
Okay. I may have an explanation to this one.
Oh my god.
Go. That's weird laws.
Some 60, 65-year-old, when the internet was invented, came across a certain website, and they saw a video. 2 people riding in an ambulance, thinking it was some like medical documentary or something, and then one thing led to another, and then this law became a thing. I don't know who's having sex in ambulances.
I can't answer that.
I can't
Also, like, you're back there, especially in an emergency situation with somebody trying to save your life, like the
Fuck,
EMTs.
dude. I mean, I understand going out one way is a certain way to go, but fucking hell. Everybody wants to die a certain way, Greg, and I can't blame them, but Jesus.
I wonder if like it could be also where like people steal ambulances just to have sex in the dark.
Gee, who do you know that would steal an ambulance?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
The worst part, in order to do that, you would have to have a third person driving the thing. So do you really want somebody like driving a stolen ambulance so other people can back? Why would you? Who lost that bet?
Dude, again, this lawmaker had to have stumbled across porn at a very late stage in their life, bro. Like, there's no other explanation to this. Who's having sex on ambulances, let alone both of these laws include moving ambulances, actively driven ambulances.
and in the one city, if the guy gets caught, he can go, but the woman gets fucked. She gets
Well,
fucked both ways.
Not that anyway.
Greg, make it make sense.
I didn't pass these laws. I've never been. Don't blame me. I just read them.
That's his job. He just reads. And we have to think about this the rest of the night. Like,
So as we do with
Like, all of these laws weren't passed just as like pulling stuff out of a hat like it's Mad Libs. These events had to have happened in the state of Utah at one point for there to be a law against it.
For the sake of this bit, since we've done it every time, in the state of Utah, let birds go on the highway. Don't throw snowballs at people. And for the love of God, don't be stealing ambulances to have sex in the back of them while someone is driving them. I just get. Oh, and women, don't go to Logan, Utah.
Yeah, you can't swear. So I guess driving through, you can't go through Logan because
Okay, so don't be having sex in the back of a moving ambulance, screaming whatever you're screaming while going through Logan, Utah, because that's fines waiting to happen, people.
like PG movie stuff that you see on Sunday afternoons, like
It makes you stop for the birds on the highway.
like what is that? What is that?
What is the state of Utah?
I've never been to Utah, and I don't want to go to Utah.
Dude, I'm like a 2.5 hours drive from Salt Lake City.
You should go.
You should take a front of an ambulance with your girlfriend.
Captain, you'll never get what we just did.
And if it's only us that gets it, that is totally worth it.
Oh, she's asleep right now, but no, God, I've got to tell her that.
And don't go to convenience store with us ready after dark.
The Weird Laws segment does this to us every time.
Oh, the weird state laws. That one. This week, damn near gave me a broken rib. That last little bit was the most out of left field. We started out of left field.
Yeah, started out, and then we're at the stadium. We're in the parking lot of like the football stadium down there.
Dude, we started in Colorado, and now we're at a fucking Sheetz out in Pennsylvania. Like, that's how far off topic we got.
Like, I don't think an acid trip could take you that far. Like, that's ridiculous. It's
fear and loathing in Utah. Know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Raymond wants to know what site you get them from.
I closed it. I don't know. I just
look up weird state laws. Like
honestly.
Yeah, just Google it and I'm sure.
Yeah, weird state laws. I at one point with a coworker of mine, we would routinely look up the dumbest and worst jokes that are possibly on the internet, and we found one website that had 3,114 of the worst jokes on the internet.
Is it worst as in bad quality or worst as in like
all of the above?
Okay.
You get good jokes, you get bad jokes, you get jokes that you can't tell on air in public. You have to know the person personally. Yeah, some of them jokes are horrible.
It like the joke that Anne Hathaway told on the Daily Show, which I've seen that clip like numerous times. It's what is 6.9? A good thing ruined by a period.
That's a good one. See, far from that. Like, take that and then let Trevor Lawrence throw it as hard as he can.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Oh, by the way, Red Sox and Yankees, we still fucking suck.
Oh yeah,
I've tuned out of that entirely.
It's over. They're already mathematically eliminated. I don't care.
Red Sox still have a chance at the wild card, don't we?
No,
we're mathematically out.
Yeah, both of us are.
Lovely.
So baseball season's a wash. I don't care. Football's on. I don't care.
The game is on.
What's that?
The game is on.
Yeah. And the only baseball relevant thing that I can talk about is Grand Slam is tonight, and that's happening in just a few minutes. Everybody in the world root for Eddie Kingston to become the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully that happens tonight. We may see a debut. I think it's going to happen. And if it does,
This show
happen,
doesn't need a debut. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it doesn't need that tonight, and I
It
hope it doesn't have one.
necessarily, but it may very well happen. And hopefully, if the debut that we think is going to happen happens, the women's division is completely revolutionized.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if
if
anything,
she sticks
if
around there.
somebody asked earlier, if Mercedes does come, who would she face? And it'd be Saraya.
Be
Right
Oh,
off
Saraya.
the bat.
She's going right for the top title. She's not there for the TBS title. She's not there for tag title. She's there for the main title.
And Sean also asked, what's our thoughts on Jade Cargill leaving AEW for WWE? I think if presented correctly, Jade Cargill could be the next big star in the women's division.
Without a doubt. But I see this more as her connection to getting her into Marvel and shit like that. This isn't for the title. This isn't for like a long-term deal. This is for Jade Cargill to further her career the way she wants to.
And I think she absolutely could do it. With the WWE machine behind her, I think Jade Cargill could absolutely be presented as that star, like at the level that Bianca Belair is right now.
Hell,
And
even when Sasha was with WWE, she got that Star Wars gig with Becky Lynch. Got a Marvel gig as well, didn't she?
Seth Rollins got a Marvel gig too.
Yeah. So this is going to do nothing but good things for.
I was like,
Jade Cargill.
nobody's getting a gig right now with the writer's strike.
But yeah,
Understandable.
Nobody's getting a gig.
SmackDown on Friday, so and didn't even interact with Bloodline. So who knows? Anyway, that is it for the Greg Cherry Show. Everybody go enjoy AEW Dynamite. We thank you very much for watching. We'll have more Weird Laws, more football talk. Hopefully, I'll be in a very good mood talking about football next Wednesday. Otherwise, I'm going to be dragging ass.
Oh, dude! If I go 0-3, you're gonna see a distraught Maddie next week.
I'm not even worried about the Steelers. Like I am focused on Notre Dame, Ohio State. Like that. If we look at the Raiders in Las Vegas, I just expect that, honestly. But like Notre Dame, like I want to see it. I want to see that dominant championship year from them just once. One time. That's all I ask. All right. So for Big Baller G, for Maddie Laws, I'm Greg Cherry. We will see you next week right here on the Greg Cherry Show. Next Thursday, we are bringing back Jack of All Trades. Special start time at 6 p.m. Eastern because I have a job that works till 5:30, so I can't start before that. 6 o'clock Eastern next Thursday. Got some special guests lined up for that. And until next time, don't be a jack. And we will see you next week right here on the Greg Cherry Show. Have a good night.
Peace.
Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated.